Hello everyone. So because the university is blocked off at the moment, you can't have your oral exams, but we have figured out new timetables just in case the university reopens, and we'll create a new one if the university, is blocked off even longer than expected. So don't worry. Here's a little video to tell you how to revise for the oral exams. So let's go to iCampus, A2ALOR. First, open your workbook. Hop and go right up to the end. It's quite interesting to go to do the labs, so you can practice the lab sessions. Okay, let's go up a little bit. Oopsie. Okay, so you can listen to the audio files of the lab online. Let me find that again. Oh yeah. Okay. So, the first session was about within a listening test. So here's the lab unit 2. Okay, great divide. So you just practice these words, and you can even listen to the tapes once again. Oh no, A2ALOR 1 is not good. A2ALOR 2. A2ALOR 2. There we go. So let's obviously. Lab. So you've got to say a big smile when you say the cat vowel. Lab. Cap. Okay. Just say cat. Tabs. Tabs. Okay.
Hands.
Okay. So what you can do is listen to do the lab exercises. You can even download it and put it on your phone if you like. If you want to be a bit faster, you can just practice just saying cap, tabs, hands, cram, lamb. For bull, don't say just bool, but really just make sure you don't make a kiss, you don't produce your labialization there. Bull, full, look, could, suit. Okay. And this one, sit. So don't smile too much. If you smile too much, it's going to sound French. Sit, live, thick, link, brim. So think about an I, French I, ou accent aigu. The other one was fur. If you want to practice your British English, just say fur and just make it really long. Girl, sir, turn, Shirley, etc. For 21, it's fun, fun, one, cup, rung, gull. If you're from the north, you more or less are going to say fun, mun, kup, rung, gull. If you're from the US, you might say fun, one, cup, rung, gull. For the word 22, like one, we don't really say win, or we don't say, it's actually more like one. The modern version is more like one. If you listen to the tape and the native speaker there, he says one instead of one, okay, or win. For 26, the word 26 to 30 onward, so to 30, that's clock, oh. So it's really, oh, really back. Clock, rod, shot, locked, spot, okay? It's 5 o'clock. I've got a beautiful rod. He shot me. He was locked in the bathroom. I spotted him in the distance. So it would be great if you, just to practice, try and insert these words into a sentence, okay? Because otherwise, if you just learn these words in isolation, you're less likely to use the right pronunciation when you speak, okay? So same thing for bill, etc. So you could just practice these. Power, instead of saying power or power. If you do like something like power or coward, that sounds a bit more like working class. I was on the bus from the north of England to London, and I heard that lady, oh yeah, it takes about an hour. So an hour. Okay, so if you say an hour, it sounds a little bit less educated. So, you know, some pronunciations really have some kind of social meaning. It's like when you say je te dis. What is it? Je te dis ou je te dis. Je te dis. That sounds a bit more like banlieue speech, or, you know, the younger people in Paris. So you just change one little aspect of your pronunciation and you kind of convey some kind of a social meaning there that you didn't really want to convey in the first place. So you can practice this, you know, these difficult words. I suggest you don't just only focus on the lab, but rather look at the whole book. Tac, tac, tac. So practice reading these words aloud. Might, okay, or hang on, that's French and English, so maybe you could just avoid that. But you see, guard, cart, bid, code. So set these words, or you can just practice reading a text online and just focus on one little aspect of your pronunciation. So let's try that. So I just chose The Guardian, which is a British newspaper, and I'm going to just pick up one article that, I don't know, culture, maybe. That sounds okay. Hop. Okay, so I found an article about, funny, like, about the future. There is no such thing as past or future. Physicist Carlo Rovelli on changing how we think about time. So I chose that little paragraph there. So this one is what, like lock, okay? What do we know? Okay, so just have a look at the different vowels that are difficult. Language, language tells us, by language, mit language. Language tells us about, that it tells us that it passes, so R passes, Américain passes, and it moves like a great, up to the A great river, inexorably. Encore le A de cat, dragging, language. On va essayer de trouver plein d'autres. Ça c'est washes, comme what, stoppable. This one c'est la même chose que no, flows. For, ça c'est manger, woods, forwards. So time, stumbles, ça c'est le A de cut, stumble. Creeps or slow, comme flow, and no, even at times seems to stop, comme unstoppable, what, washes. Okay, et ça c'est pas up, mais c'est up, washes us up. Washes us up on its shore while it continues, unstoppable. So the text is quite hard, but you just focus on the different vowels there. Past, the same as passes, okay? Imminent, sluggishly, come cut. Take, but take, go to up to the I, the reins, so take the reins. waiting, go up to the A of the sun, sun's chariot, since he would whip up, bring in horses, bring it cloudy night immediately. This one is wake, wake up, not go up to the E. So wake up, time, wait, take, rain. So there's a lot of things that you can work on. So let's try and read that out. What do we know about time? Language tells us that it passes, it moves like a great river, inexorably dragging us with it, and in the end, washes us up on its shore while it continues. Unstoppable. Time flows, it moves ever forwards. Prenez votre temps sur les voyelles longues. Or does it? Poets also tell us that time, go up to the I, stumbles or creeps, quite long, creeps, slows, or even at times seems to stop. They tell us that the past might be inescapable, imminent in objects, or people, landscape. When Juliet is waiting for Romeo, time passes sluggishly. She longs, longs to stop. Et de what? For Phaeton to take the reins of the sun's chariot. Je crois que c'est chariot, il faut vérifier. Since he would whip up the horses and bring in cloudy night immediately. When we wake from le kit, vivid dream, on a là un i court, vivid dream. We are dimly, i court, aware that the sense of time we have just experienced, just experience, c'est la même que Kant. Experience is illusory. Okay, donc a text that is quite difficult, but just focus on the vowels, and then if you want to sound a bit more fluid, just try and do it again. What do we know about time? Language tells us that it passes, it moves like a great river, inexorably dragging us with it, and in the end, washes us up on its shore while it continues. Unstoppable. Time flows, it moves ever forward. Or does it? Poets also tell us that time stumbles or creeps or slows or even at times seems to stop. They tell us that the past might be inescapable, imminent in objects or people or landscapes. When Juliet is waiting for Romeo, time passes sluggishly. She longs for Phaeton to take the reins of the sun's chariot, since he would whip up the horses and bring in cloudy night immediately. When we wake from a vivid dream, we are dimly aware that the sense of time we have just experienced is illusory. Donc, voyez, mettez toute votre énergie comme si vous faisiez du théâtre. Quand vous devez faire une lecture de texte pour un examen, mettez votre énergie dedans. Et là, vous allez capter l'attention de votre auditoire qui va se dire « Oh, quelle bonne communication !» Donc voilà comment vous pouvez travailler la lecture de texte pour l'oral, pour les années à venir, et aussi votre lecture et votre justesse dans la prononciation des voyelles, par exemple. Voilà une petite démo. Donc voilà comment vous pouvez travailler votre anglais à la maison. Voilà, là je suis chez moi et je peux travailler tranquillement chez moi sur ces petits détails-là à partir de ce que j'ai appris au labo.